Good morning. It is Sunday, September 15th. Got up this morning and continued work sorting through my bones miniatures that I'd been doing half of yesterday. And I finished with whatever sorting I will be doing for the bones miniatures. Not that I'm done with whatever I'll be doing with my miniatures, but at the very least all the bones are sorted. And well, now I'm headed to church.
Many people heard about Jesus. They heard his teaching. They listened to what he was saying. And Jesus seemed safe. Unusually safe. I think I can trust this guy. He's different than all the other religious leaders around me. He seems to be different than all the religious people around me. We sang songs this morning about trust. And we can trust him.
Yeah.
He was the safest person I think most people had ever met.
Right.
And the message today was on how safe Jesus is, whereas the church is, unfortunately, often perceived as being judgmental and condemning. That the example Jesus set was to be accepting to the point that the tax collectors and the prostitutes and just, people in whatever situation they were would come and seek out Jesus because, unlike the religious people of their day, he was safe. Anyways, out of church now, and I'm actually headed home. Mike got his mom and my grandmother, and they're all doing the life after loss. Basically the getting, moving forward, having lost loved ones. They have like a meeting every month, so they're doing that today. Sounds like we'll probably go out to eat still, but I'm headed home and they'll give me a call when we're headed somewhere to get something to eat. And since I'm home, I got more miniature work to do. I said I'd finished with the bones, and I have. I actually moved the box underneath the table in there, so all the stuff that's sorted is right next to all the miniature paints. But all this takes up a lot of room, and a lot of it is sprue. And I got a whole bunch of bags, and a while back, I started doing this on a couple. On this set of sprue right here, really. On a single. And basically, I would cut out identical pieces, and I would just put them in bags, so that they take up a lot less space. I am not going to do all of them. That's a lot. But I'll do a bit more of that here. While I wait to hear back. Sounds like we'll be going out to eat whenever family finishes with whatever meeting they have after church. So that one container is now all in bags and the sprues are on the ground. And I decided, okay, while I'm waiting, let's start preparing for the next batch of doing that. And so I looked through what I have, and I have quite a bit of High Elves Warhammer bits. Now, the way I get all these is, like, for $1 or $2, just bits, as in, here are the spare parts I have from making my armies that people put into the used gaming auction. So, when I lay them out from several different, times of getting it, and just realizing I had High Elves, it is interesting to see, say, some huge stacks of the exact same pieces, and just thinking, apparently, these bits don't get used very much because there are giant stacks of them. But yeah, so sort of organized because, well, for one, obviously, if I choose, if I let's say I don't get all of this done, if I go through this stack, I'm gonna get rid of a lot more plastic because there's so many of these than if I just do some of the little bitty ones. So it's helping me prioritize. And got word that we're having lunch at Gingham's today because that's, I guess, what Grandma and Grace want. So, despite the fact we were here yesterday, we're back at Gingham's.
You taking a picture of your lunch?
No, I'm taking a video of my lunch.
A video of his lunch, not just a picture.
Yeah.
Now you understand, right?
I'm having salad with family.
In case of one of the leaves moves.
When you get hungry, you're going to check, open that, turn that up.
No, no, I edit it together with everything else I do during my day, and I upload my entire life to the internet. You know, like normal people do. So I had the unlimited salad for lunch, which was simple but nice, and really just nice to spend some time with family. Now I am back home and getting ready to settle back in and keep working on cutting up bits, getting them bagged, which might seem like a lot of boring, tedious, whatever kind of work. But the thing is, I throw on Spotify and just listen to music the whole time, and the time just flies. It's quite enjoyable just to relax and enjoy some music. So it's kind of what my weekend's been, is doing a little bit of mindless work and enjoying some music. And I've probably done as much as I'm going to do for this evening. Bob's actually not out of town and not getting back until tomorrow, so he's let me know he's not going to be available to game, so I don't have to have the table cleared to game tomorrow. So that gives me peace. And just to give a glimpse of what this has done, I had this box full, this bag full, and this bag full with what I laid out on the table earlier. All the sprue is now, well, other than obviously this. What I have currently left, and obviously this can be shrunk further, would fit in one bag. And this is what I have in the box. This is how empty the box is at this point. It takes up so much less space. I wasn't quite sure going in how much it was going to reduce the amount of space it took up. It's immense. And essentially, I guess last weekend I spent all the time working to clear space on the computer. This weekend, I guess I've been working to clear space on the shelves. If I do all of these, I'll actually, in these two boxes that fit in the closet, I'll clear space on those as well. But at the very least, I'm going to fit all of this stuff into these boxes, which has cleared half of the shelf over here, the space above these games here, and all of this space above this and next to this here. It was all full. And basically I'm just clearing off shelf space because, I mean, I've been sort of balancing and moving things as I go for a while. I'm like, this is stuff that could easily be moved and reorganized and just clear up some space. So that's kind of what I've been working on, and I'll continue to work on probably over the next week, I guess. Yeah, I'm just basically taking the sprues, cutting things off, and putting similar things in little bags to keep them organized. Takes a lot of time because it's cut in little bits. And I mean, I got those bags for the purpose of doing this, I think a few years ago. It's like, it's been like on my to-do list for a while, and I've gotten a lot more bits and stuff during that time, so I'm guessing it's like all the more necessary to do, because I got it when I just had a couple bags, and I was like, these are taking up more space than they probably have to. Well, that issue has gotten worse. Otherwise, it's starting to get late. I'm gonna figure out something to have for dinner, then I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.